Hi, and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, we're going to take a little look at dollar yen as the price is pulling back into previous structure. So, obviously, want to be a buyer of the dollar. Dollar strength is quite apparent at the moment. We can see that across the board with a lot of the major currency pairs. Looks like to me, dollar's heading towards the $91, $92 area, which is what we've been looking for a while. And one currency that has really lacked strength is the yen. And dollar has really traded a lot higher since that down into sort of these 103s areas where we were looking for longs throughout this whole sort of period. And price is now continuing that trend to the upside. We can see that we're getting those higher highs and higher lows. But now price has pulled back into the previous structure highs and the structure highs back here, which suggests to me that we maybe could get another long opportunity back towards these highs around about 106.12 is kind of the area, or 106 sort of 14 is where I'm looking to sort of target on dollar yen. And because price is pulling back into this point, if I just go to take a look at the daily time frame, we can see that we're in that sort of daily retracement phase. So on the 4 hour, we should be expecting to see like a little mini downtrend where we have this low put in here. The markets then break into the downside. What's interesting about this though is that price is now starting to sort of struggle in and around this area because it is those previous supporting points. So what I typically like to do when price gets down into this level, I like to go into the lower time frame. I like to eye up an opportunity on a lower time frame. It just allows me to get in on the impulse move a little bit sooner, or with the tighter stop loss, because what I typically try and look for when I'm trading these swing positions is if I go back down here when the US dollar yen came down into this major support level. So if I just zoom out, let's actually just go to that daily time frame so you can see what I'm talking about here, and let me just drag this level across through here. Okay, so this zone here was where I was expecting the US dollar yen to come and retest, okay, and find some support. Now price came back into that point, and that allows you to look at the 4 hour time frame and say to yourself, well, if the 4 hour time frame starts finding some support in here, we can start looking for long opportunities. And we had this really large candlestick come from the Bank of Japan, basically saying that they're looking at potentially going further into negative rates. And look what's happened to the yen since they've decided to talk about things like that. We've seen the yen devalue considerably, and this is typical of the central banks where they want to try and push price or push the currency in a specific direction. They'll start making sort of hints that they want price, or they're going to either hike interest rates or lower interest rates. They'll start talking a lot about inflation and things like that, and that causes investors to start looking at the currency and looking whether it is overvalued or undervalued. And in this case, we're looking at this saying, well, yen could be really overvalued. So we're seeing yen sell off because they're looking to push the price into negative interest rates, okay? Well, further into negative interest, because obviously the Bank of Japan are already in negative territory. Now, price has pulled back into this area, and, you know, it's very similar to down here. If you'd watch the sort of 30-minute time frame at that point and you watch for the break in trend, you can see that the market breaks out here and here, breaks those highs, pulls back into the previous structure highs through here, and trends to the upside. So when you see the 4 hour pulling back in these situations here, you'll see the 30-minute downtrend as well. And when the trend changes, that's when those longs really start to come back in. So through here, longs start to come back in. That's what I'm looking for here. If price can break this sort of current high, or even sort of, you know, double bottom, maybe even push a little bit further and change trend, that's what I'm just looking for to get a nice little entry into dollar yen with targets up at this sort of 106.13 level. So obviously still need to wait for a while, need to see how the market reacts to this area. We could still push a little bit further into this level, but I'm going to look for the break in trend on the 30-minute time frame for a potential long opportunity on dollar yen. I hope you enjoyed this video update. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up. Comment down below, how would you trade this market? Speak to you soon.